Most of the 5 worlds of Epic Universe are putting on their finishing touches as 2024 comes to a close. But some areas are still running to catch up ahead of its opening in less than 5 months. The portal into Nintendo has received decoration, new signs are appearing around every turn, and lighting and fire effects have been testing nightly. Let's check in on construction progress for all areas of Epic Universe in this last news update before 2025. We're starting today's update at Super Nintendo World, where colorful pipes have been added above the portal into this world. According to official concept art, various power-ups will be placed atop these pipes, above the colorful theming that's wrapping around the support poles in the center. The Mario coin above the entry will rotate between a modern Mario and an 8-bit variation of the character. Inside of the portal itself, new rounded panels can be spotted. Hillside designs are being painted onto the perimeter walls around the world that face the rest of the park. This is our first indication that these large walls will not remain plain green. Inside of the world, the entry courtyard design in front of Peach's castle is about to be installed. The roof for the gazebo for Peach's meet and greet, seen to the left of her castle, has been installed since our last update. Across the way, a red carpet for Bowser's Fortress has been added, which will act as the entrance to the Mario Kart ride. Color has arrived to the courtyard floor in the center of the world, with green and yellow groundwork now appearing finished. The sign above the entrance into Toadstool Cafe has been installed. A green pipe is being staged near the entrance and wait time sign for Yoshi's Adventure. This pipe will be installed at the entrance to the 1-Up factory nearby, the world's main retail location. Multiple colors of weighted dummies can be seen seated in the colorful Yoshi ride vehicles for testing. Color on the ground continues all the way to the pipe that leads to the Donkey Kong Miniland behind this area. The entry area into Donkey Kong Country is looking more and more like a jungle, with plenty of new landscaping added. A restroom sign can be spotted on the ground near the entry portal, pointing back to Super Mario Land. The barrels for Donkey Kong Country's interactive game have been covered up, but we can see the crate that Rambi the Rhino comes out of when you win this power-up band activity. Detailed color has finally come to this carved face element on the left side of the temple for the Minecart Madness ride. Peeking inside of the temple, we can spot Tiki Tong, who has twisted and broken the minecart track near the end of the ride. This may be our last good look at Professor Chops before a canopy is added to the poles that surround him, located in the middle of the ride. At the very top of the Golden Temple, this brickwork has been carved to appear as if it has been eroded by water, as this will be under the temple's waterfall. On to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic, where we can spot an interior panel installed inside of this portal, just like the ones that are added at Super Nintendo World. Scaffolding may not be returning to this world's Parisian-style arch, as theming work is now continuing using boom lifts instead. The Quidditch signage has been installed at the back of the world, matching the official concept art for this area. New lit signs can be seen on this false facade to the left of the Quidditch signage. New snail shapes can be seen on this hotel facade above the theater show's exit doors. The name for this fictional hotel translates to the Nocturnal Mollusk, but I'm going to call it the Sleepy Snail. Zooming out, we can see how the expansion pad behind the right side of this world has been completely cleared and is no longer being used for construction staging. It is likely being prepared for grass seeding until needed at a later date for future expansion. Lanterns and lights can be spotted lit all around the world, including these string lights atop the circus tent in the center. Looking closer, props like barrels and crates have been added for placemaking around this entrance into the world's live stage show. Flower boxes and other details are being added to windows all along the streets of Wizarding Paris. Window dressing, including what appears to be a mannequin, can be spotted in the windows above the entrance to this department store-themed gift shop. The covering over outdoor Parisian cafe seating is in place and looks to be ready to be unrolled. A sign for restrooms labeled as toilets with a hand pointing to the left can be spotted at the end of this street, located across from the entrance to the world's main attraction. The awning over the Metroflux station themed entry into the ride, Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, looks to be complete. The Ministry of Magic ride's extended queue is now surrounded by trees and shrubs. This will help to block the view of backstage areas while waiting in line. This small outdoor queue area is where guests will wait before taking a Floo Network fireplace from Paris to the British Ministry. The rest of the queue continues inside of the Ministry. A glowing orb can be seen at the top of the portal at Dark Universe, the world inspired by the Universal monsters. Colorful rounded interior panels can be seen inside of this portal, just like we've seen at the other worlds. During nighttime lighting tests, we could see a blue beacon light shooting straight into the sky from the top of this portal. All of the portals will have a bright spotlight shining up towards the sky, which makes the entries into each of the worlds easier to spot. A wooden design has been added to the back of the portal, where guests pass through when entering the world. The Darkmoor Village sign can be seen installed at the start of the village street. Here is how this Darkmoor sign appears in official concept art. A new signpost can be spotted between the Monster Makeover location and the world's exit path. Stanchions can be seen set up for a queue to meet the monsters in the village. This meet and greet location appears to have space for queue wrapping around the small structure at the end of the village street. Landscaping is becoming thick and varied around the front of the manor for Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment, a large indoor ride. Electrical-style street lamps can be found along the street in front of the ride, as well as the exit path, keeping the motif of electricity running through the world going. Smaller electrical lighting displays can be found within the village areas as well. Electrical lighting effects can be seen testing in the daytime, with the wires at the manor tower glowing blue. These electrical effects have been testing nightly, blinking and flashing at the top of the tower, but now we can see how they're going to be visible even during the day. Smaller details like gates, exit signs, and water fountains can be found among the switchbacks of the Monsters Unchained extended exterior queue. Just like the expansion area in the Wizarding World that was being used for staging during construction, this expansion pad for Dark Universe has been cleared and flattened behind the land. Themed doors can be seen at the front entrance to the Burning Blade Tavern. The windmill on top of this restaurant has been testing fire effects nightly, seen here bursting into flames. Once the park opens, it will erupt several times an hour according to Universal. Inspired by the windmill from Frankenstein, the fire effect will use two kinds of fuel in different ratios so that it's always visible, whether it is at night or during the day. The wait time sign can be seen installed at Curse of the Werewolf, the world's outdoor spinning roller coaster. A sandwich board sign for Mileva the Mystic can be seen at the coaster's entrance as well. This werewolf shape attached to the wagon is actually the ride's sign marquee. Here is a closer look at some of the banners and signs that can be found within the queue for Curse of the Werewolf. Next, we're checking in on a mostly complete looking How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, where pathways are finishing up and fine details are being added everywhere we look. Lanterns can be seen lit around the bay at the front of the world, including lights on the scenic Viking ships within the lagoon. Colorful flooring has been added all around the Viking training camp play area, as well as these large dragon footprints. Canopy framing for queue areas around the Dragon Racers Rally ride are being painted and themed to appear as logs. New colorful banners have been hung at the back of this area for the ride. Several trains can be seen parked between the station and maintenance area at Hiccup's Wing Gliders, the world's roller coaster attraction. The coaster entrance, seen on the left, is still receiving paint. The exterior for the coaster's exit gift shop, seen on the right, looks to be further along. An array of stanchions for switchbacks have been added throughout the coaster's queue. Painting is in progress for the horn statue in front of this area. Much of the exterior for the Centerpiece Mountain looks to be complete, including the forced perspective small hut on the very top. Here is a look at the front of the Mead Hall dining location without any scaffolding, with new color added to the entry doors between the statues. The town square area in front of Mead Hall is looking more complete as well, with a nearly finished fountain set within the center. The entrance to the interactive boat ride, named Fire Drill, is located here, facing the town square. On the left of the ride entry are fire hose and water barrel scenic elements, since this ride is based on learning how to put out fires. A dragon tail can be seen sticking out of this dragon house in front of the ride. Upon closer inspection, it appears that this could be a robotic dragon tail, just without its skin. Universal had previously registered for a swinging tail patent that featured illustrations similar to this final design. Not all of the dragons in the land will feature movement, but some, like maybe this one, will. Banners have been added to the Fire Drill attraction, separating the boat ride areas from the station. The banners include helpful instructions on which targets to hit, as well as sayings like, "Things are just starting to heat up," "Roaringly roasted," and my favorite, "Kick that fire in the face." Human air dryers can be seen next to the Mead Hall, located where guests exiting the boat ride will see them. Pathways between the boat ride and the theater area are looking ready for visitors, lined with stonework and large decorative rocks. Something covered is coming out of this dragon house near the World's Theater, which could be another dragon tail. Signage, lanterns, and this unique dragon fixture can all be seen in this area located between the bridge and the theater. Queue stanchions can be seen set up at the Haddock Paddock meet and greet area. And a themed wall has been added in front of where the ice dragon will be installed at the Spitfire Grill outdoor restaurant. It appears to still be unpainted as compared to the completed section seen on the right. Bright orange color has been added to the portal entry into Celestial Park, the name for the central areas of Epic Universe. The entire park has been testing lighting at night, including the glowing lights of the entry portal and the Epic Universe sign itself. Some of the medallions that represent the different worlds of Epic Universe can be seen illuminated above the portal, as well as the colorful twinkling stars. Just like the portals into the other worlds of the park, the portal into Celestial Park features its own beacon lights that shine towards the sky. Right inside of the park, on the other side of the portal, something new has been added to the cascading waterfalls in recent weeks. These waterfalls at the Luna Overlook feed water down towards the multiple lagoons within the center of Celestial Park, and new decorative reeds have been installed within them. It appears that these reeds may feature lights on their tips to help add to the integrated nighttime lighting displays all throughout Celestial Park. Checking in on Stardust Racers, the park's largest and fastest roller coaster, we can see that all of the extended queue areas are now covered. These canopies are done in the same color as the station building's roof. Looking closer, we can see switchbacks for these exterior queue areas have been installed underneath the roofs. The Pegasus statue has made its triumphant return to the top of the dome above Constellation Carousel. The animal-shaped ride seating for this carousel can be seen wrapped in plastic under the dome. Work is continuing on the roof for the round queue area for the carousel, and several different types of pieces for this part of the structure can be seen staged and ready for installation nearby. What appear to be ordering windows can be found on the side of this structure that permits refer to as an in-park Starbucks location. Some of the Celis Tiki outdoor bar's decoration is visible under the canopy from this angle. An ordering window is visible at this larger food kiosk, which is located between the Starbucks and the outdoor bar. On the other side of the park's large show fountain, signage is being staged on the ground and ready to be installed for Meteor Astropub. The meteor at the top of this sign is a burger, with a tail made up of burger ingredients. The Astropub words for the sign can be seen on the ground in front. Constellations of stars can be spotted on the windows and trim for the round dining area on the right side of Meteor Astropub. Quickly checking in on the hotels for Epic Universe, the large one at the back of the park, named Universal Helios Grand Hotel, is finally finishing up work on its domed roof elements. We have seen this hotel testing its nighttime lighting package in recent weeks, including lighting for the sunburst icon element that faces the park. Across the street from the theme park, the sign has been installed for the Universal Stella Nova Resort. This sign features an animated digital display background for flowing colors. It is installed where Epic Boulevard meets Stella Nova Way, the side street that leads to the hotel. A sign for the poolside bar and grill at Stella Nova can be seen installed, named Galaxy Grill. The Stella Nova Hotel is set to open on January 21st. Its sister hotel, the Terra Luna Resort, is not set to open until March 25th. The raised traffic circle ramp at the south end of the soon-to-be-extended Kirkman Road is now fully connected. Now that the circle's main structure is complete, it's possible that the traditional style intersection below it could be completed in time for Stella Nova's opening in just a few weeks. Currently, Epic Boulevard is open, allowing team members now and guests soon to access the Stella Nova Hotel from Destination Parkway. But opening this connection on the west side may be useful for safety reasons as an alternate route. That's going to wrap it up for this update, but a huge thank you to BioReconstruct for the amazing aerial photographs. You can follow him on social media for more theme park photos. Be sure to leave a like on this video and comment if you're enjoying our coverage of the new park. And make sure you're subscribed to never miss an update. For even more information, as well as behind-the-scenes posts, your name in the credits, and more, consider joining our Patreon to support what we do. Patreon.com/themeparkstop. Thanks for watching. See you next time.